The Abington Heights softball team won the district title last year in Class 3A. This year, new classifications have them in the 5A sub-regional. So will there be new obstacles to getting through the state tournament? Here's Bob Ide with the answer.
Having to replace some of their top players from last season's district championship team, Abington Heights softball needed their young players to step up and an early season 11-0 loss to Valley View to jumpstart them in April.
I think after the Valley View, the first game when they beat us 11-0 on our field, I think we were kind of living off of last year a little bit where the girls thought we could just show up and play, and I think that was a reality check for a lot of our players, especially the girls who played last year, and it was a wake-up call where we really had to buckle down and move forward from there. And I think, believe it or not, I say there's good losses, and that was a good loss.
It's tough with the younger ones trying to get everyone to come in as a team together, but it's the little things that matter. We pick each other up every at bat, and the small things that really bring us together, and that's what's so big. We can always rely on each other no matter what on this team.
The Comets bounced back in a big way since that loss to the Cougars, winning 11 of 12, including a 10-zip win over Valley View last week to win the Lackawanna League Division I championship. It's a team that can put up some big numbers on the scoreboard.
We had a lot of games that we come out really strong and score a lot of runs, and then we had to fight for some. And so it's good to have a lot of different games so we know going forward, no matter what, we can pull out a win.
That's our strong point. We knew going in that would be our strong point. I told them at the beginning of the season, actually, we'd probably have to win games 8-7 because we didn't have a proven pitcher. We knew Megan was capable. We knew Mara Ham coming up could pitch. But we realized that was going to be our struggle at the beginning of the season. So I said, we're going to have to score runs. And 1 through 9, we don't have a weak spot. I mean, the kids are all capable of hitting. Lauren Olivnik's our number 9 hitter on most teams. She'd bat 5th or 6th. So, you know, we're very capable at the plate. So that was our strong point coming in, and we knew that, and we just knew if we score runs, we'll be okay.
I truthfully think every single spot in our lineup is power. No matter what, we hit the ball and knock the runs in when we need to. So 1 through 9, I don't think there's a bad spot in this lineup, and everyone knows that we're there for each other no matter what.
Much of this year's success can be traced to pitcher Megan McGinley. The first-year starter has produced a sub-3 run ERA, but it didn't look that way early on.
My season as a pitcher started off a little shaky. Every game I've gotten better and better, I think, and I just continuing to try to get better every game.
What pitches do you throw?
So a screwball, a changeup, a rise ball, and a curveball.
And what have you learned about yourself through the season on the mound?
I've learned to keep my cool and stay focused, to keep away from walking people and hit my spots.
One thing about Megan, we talk about attitude and effort, and that kid has in spades. I mean, she works really hard. She realized she struggled a little bit early. She worked with her pitching coach and really started to buckle down. And I told her it's not about having 10 pitches, it's having 3 or 4 that you know you could throw for strikes. And that's where she struggled. She would get herself in trouble by walks and then only give up 1 hit but a couple runs. So after she cut down on the walks and started throwing strikes, believed in her defense behind her, that's when it changed for her and us.
A new challenge awaits this year's Abington Heights softball team. The defending District 2 AAA champions will now compete in a 5A sub-regional against teams from District 11.
It's different. It's kind of nice not knowing too much about teams, but we come ready for every game and play our best no matter what.
I like playing teams where we don't play all the time, but the worry part about that is you don't know them and you don't know what they're capable of. You don't get to see them play during the season. So it's a little different, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a first, and you know, you always like being the part of a first kind thing, and we'll see how it goes, but you know, we're confident. We'll see where it goes from here.
Where Abington Heights wants to go is the same place it went to in 2016, to the state playoffs, where they were 1 step away from making the state finals.
Well, we know specifically how important attitude is on this team, so we're trying to tell the younger ones that no matter what, keep that positive attitude, because that's what's going to win the big games in the end and keeping everyone together.
We know the feeling of losing in the postseason, and that's not something we want to recreate. So a lot of motivation to keep winning and end the season on a win.
If we play like we're capable of playing, don't worry about the other team, we're going to be tough to beat. We just have to play our game.
Stay with us right after the break. Dunmore's Gavin Darcy headed to states as the number 1 seed.
I get stronger, I think, throughout the season, and just my form all comes together with practice and just getting used to all the meets.